Hey Taurus, welcome to your mid-March check-in. This is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. All the information in the description box below pertains to the decks that I'm using, as well as how to book a one-on-one reading with me. And for your aspiring readers out there, check out my class Total Tarot. So without further ado, let's dive in. I'm going to pull 3 oracle cards here for you, and we're just going to go straight into it, okay? All right, so first card here, we have Just Go. We have the Messenger, and we have Freedom. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Intention. Okay. So right off the bat, there's something where you're just being kind of pushed out of a situation. It's time to just go. You may be intimidated about, okay, what next? Am I going to kind of worrying about your needs here, having your needs being met? Maybe it's because your needs aren't being met. You're thinking about leaving a situation, moving on to something. But I also feel like maybe there's something that you've invested in and it's time to just take that leap of faith, to just go for it. And here with the Messenger, I feel like it's almost like, I almost feel like someone's kind of like playing with you a little bit, like some like deceptive energy here that may be kind of blocking you or keeping you distracted, delaying whatever this move needs to be here. But ultimately, you've got to move in the ways that suggest and really feel like freedom to you. I tell a lot of people in my work, like, take time to really define what freedom is. And for me, freedom is having options, it's having choices. Freedom is the ability to only really tap into what's mine and to be able to choose from a place of integrity and to not feel or to not allow myself to be pressured or motivated by things that are outside of me, right? Things, situations, people that are outside of me, to truly be a free agent, right? And then at the bottom, we have intention. And I feel like maybe you haven't set clear intentions. Here, I feel like there's something that you just feel, there's somewhere where you're kind of like focused and you've gained momentum, but it's not really the path for you. It's not really what you've been meaning to do. And your intention may be based in something that could easily be provided for if you just did the dang thing that you were meant to do, right? Or maybe somehow a situation has really shifted what it is versus what it once, what it was going to be, right? That first impression. So here we have the King of Swords, we have Seven of Swords, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. And so this King of Swords was reversed. So again, feeling some type of confusion in how to act, not really trusting yourself in the ways in which you've moved. And maybe you've been subjected to a few disappointments here, which is causing you to kind of hesitate. And instead, now you're trying to prepare for something that you feel like you don't want to get sideswiped by. But in all actuality, it's more so, it's you just not coming to, it's you avoiding your decision. It's you avoiding what you really want here. Because it's like, there's this new beginning here with this Ace of Pentacles. There's something coming in, but there's something about you. It's like, I just don't want to do it. I just don't know if I want to do it. There are all these reasons, all these made up things, every things people have said to you that you're putting into account, but you're kind of leaving yourself out of the picture and how you really feel and what you feel like is really yours. And here we have this Knight of Wands here at the bottom, which is you just not wanting to move for movement's sake. It's like perhaps you're someone who gets really antsy, who usually jumps from thing to thing, and you're like, I don't want to do that anymore. But it's like, maybe you just have to jump again this one more time, and you'll be able to like kind of ground and like stay in that place for much longer than you thought you would. So with the Messenger, we have the Hanged Man reversed, we have the Nine of Swords reversed, and we have the Four of Wands reversed. Interesting. So what I'm getting here is that Yeah, being in the state of indecision is actually creating more instability in your life. You may see things that are kind of like maybe the universe is playing with you. Maybe with this messenger card, maybe the universe is playing with you and shaking things up in order to get you to move, right? And with this Nine of Swords, it's like, all right, I guess I'm not missing out on anything anymore. So let me just go ahead and move from what I thought was stable and into this new thing, right? It's like pay attention to the things that are happening, the ways things are probably being cracked open for you at this time. They're not actual blocks. It's things that are actually ushering you forward to just go for it. Here we have the King of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. And so it could be that your emotions are really getting in the way from you seeing these things clearly. Instead, you may be taking them very personally, seeing yourself maybe as a failure of some sort. And I don't feel like that's very fair to you. So let's go ahead and see what's with this Freedom card here. We have the Eight of Wands. Yes. Queen of Cups. Yes. And the Star card. Interesting. Okay. I don't know about this Star card right here. All right. So Eight of Wands. So your guides want to let you know things are going to move really quickly. The more that you pay attention to the way that you feel about things, the more that you pay attention to kind of the in-between space of what is and how you feel about it. Because someone's telling a lie here. Either it's the reality that's not really matching the truth of what's going on, or the way that you feel is not matching the truth of what's going on, right? Like I was talking about here, it's like you may see things kind of like falling apart, but it's really just ushering you forward. And I feel in some way, whatever, there's like a message coming in for you. Perhaps you're going to start to like get back to a space where you start to get comfortable and feel good about this, or you're choosing to move forward. You're starting to feel good about those things, and all of these messages start coming in. All of these things start coming in, but I feel like you're going to get into a sense of overwhelm, having to start back over, build things back up. And a lot of people are intimidated by freedom. A lot of people are intimidated about actually moving forward and being successful, you know, which isn't really fair. You know, it's not fair to us to be in that space. And here we have the Justice card at the bottom. And I feel like you're afraid of really claiming your own worth. And I feel like this is a card about reclamation, about really taking what's yours. Instead, it's just, you know, for many people, it's much easier to just take what's being handed to them. And that's not always, honestly, long term, that's not always the easiest path. It's filled with regrets and guilt and blame and a lot of like deprecating, like ups and downs. You know what I mean? Here we have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Four of Swords. And we have the Ten of Wands. So I feel like with this Five of Pentacles, like there's this lack mindset that's just been perpetuating. You've allowed it to kind of stick with you for some time, and it's caused you to work much harder, right? It's caused you, it's also like something about you're not wanting to work hard, but at the same time, there's something that you need. Like sometimes we don't like the idea of hard work, but sometimes it's because we're working toward the wrong thing. And then we have this Page of Pentacles here on the bottom, and it's like, you know, it's difficult to look at both sides of the coin, right? Sometimes we see, you know, especially in the job market, because I feel like this is very a job-oriented thing, but it could be, you know, for other areas of your life. But I feel like we only kind of like allow things to be one-sided, and we feel a lot of disappointment in what's being offered to us or what comes into us, because we have this grand idea of us jumping from here to here and starting off and having everything be perfect. And it's like, no, we have to be willing to invest the work to make it, you know, nothing's perfect, but to make it fit our needs, to make it fit our experience, you know, and where we're at, as well as allow it to challenge us. And without that challenge, we never become better. We never end up really discovering the value of the work and then the time and the effort and the focus that we put into things. So Taurus, at the end of the day, I really feel like here, it's important for you to get out of your own head. I feel like it's really important for you to notice when things are falling apart in order for you to put other things together. So that is what I have for you, and I hope that that was helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time.